And I'm expecting a supply salesman at noon. Meanwhile, I'll be in my office, Bobby. Oh, look, good to see you.
Hi, Dr. Hardy. Nice to see you.
Say, I hope you're not here as a patient. I was told your leg is responding beautifully.
Oh, it is. It is. I'm walking real fine. Mostly thanks to Natalie. She's a great therapist.
Oh, that she is. The accident to her hand was unfortunate, but I understand it's going to heal properly.
Well, I hope so. It's too bad you don't have a bunch of people around like her. She's extraordinary. I'm sure a lot of patients could use that kind of help.
Actually, we were very fortunate to get her. Our budget couldn't afford another therapist until we got lucky.
Ah, that's right. I seem to remember that you had some kind of anonymous donor who put a bunch of money in or something.
That's right. The grant came out of nowhere. As a matter of fact, right after Natalie came to my office, applying for a job.
Out of nowhere, huh?
Yes. And strangely enough, the donor of the grant insisted on remaining anonymous. And the money had to be used specifically for an orthopedic therapist.
Isn't that something? She was right at the right place at the right time.
As I said, we were fortunate, too. It allowed us to hire her.
Yeah. Did you ever find out who that donor was?
No. I tried very hard, but got nowhere. So I stopped looking a gift horse in the mouth.
That's a good idea. Well, it turned out well for everybody, I guess.
Indeed it did. Well, I'm due in the office. Good to see you, Lou.
Nice talking to you.
Lou? Brother, dear.
Oh, hi.
Talk about being miles away.
Oh, no, who, me? What?
Yes, you just now. You were very lost in thought. Is anything wrong?
No, everything's fine.
I'm waiting for Brock right now, sort of, but I could get away for coffee. You got time?
Oh, I'd love it, darling, but I got to get back to the casino. I got to make a bunch of phone calls.
You okay? You seem very preoccupied.
I am perfect, and you are gorgeous, as always. I'll see you later. Bye.
No, but I guess you didn't hear me.
No, that's all right, Robert. Come on in. Have a seat. What can I do for you?
Well, I need to ask you some questions about Dr. Gerald's death. You've been closest to him and all. I figured that maybe you could shed some light on the circumstances regarding that death.
I seriously doubt that I can, but I'll be happy to tell you anything I know. Right off the top, I can tell you he never discussed suicide with me.
Okay, let's go back to that area. Before that, though, can you give me your whereabouts at the time of his death?
How can I do that?
Pardon?
I don't know when he died.
Oh, I'm sorry. The coroner estimates between 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Let me think. Well, I was at home with Celia until after 1.
Mm-hmm. After that?
Yeah, I'd say I was there 20, 30 minutes past 1. Then I left to come here to the hospital.
So I guess you would have reached here around about 2 o'clock?
Ordinarily I would have, but my car broke down on the way.
Did you get it started?
No, I'm not much of a mechanic.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do, call a tow truck or what o'clock what?
No, I was just about to do so, and Natalie happened along. She saw me stopped, and she pulled over to see what the problem was.
Go on.
Well, we tried for another 10 minutes or so to get it started, and that's when she hurt her hand.
How did she do that?
She slammed it in the car door. I could see at that point that there was only one thing to do, so I drove her to the hospital in her car.
Was, she badly hurt?
Badly enough that I knew it required immediate attention.
Mm-hmm. Which you, of course, provided.
Yes. As soon as we got here, I took her right into the therapy room.
Well, how was she?
Well, I had to put it in a cast for her, but she'll be all right.
Tell me, is it sort of common for people to go around slamming their hands in car doors?
It happens. As an orthopedist, I've learned that almost anything can happen.
Yeah, that rule sort of applies in my line of work, too. One more point here. You said that Gerald never mentioned suicide.
No. Never.
And you knew him quite well. I mean, wouldn't you say that you were tuned to his moods?
As you just said, I knew him well.
He never actually came right out and mentioned suicide? I mean, did you have any reason to believe that he might have been contemplating it?
None. None, Robert. That's why this suicide is all the more shocking.
He wasn't depressed?
No. No. He was overworked, he was harried, but depressed, no.
He was he was more or less alone in the world. Do you think that this bothered him?
Robert, I know for a fact that it didn't.
Why do you say that?
Because your assumption is erroneous. He was not alone in the world.
He wasn't?
No, he wasn't. He had his work, and when he could find time, he had friends.
Friends such as you?
I was proud to have been his friend.
You should have been. He was a fine man.
Yes, he was.
Well, I'm not going to bother you anymore. Thanks for your time and cooperation. Once again, I'm very sorry for your loss.